All right, let's try this thing out. Turbo mode, test 1. Okay, yes.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Damn. Living life spinning like a merry-go-round, traveling around the world, you know he gets around. Good vibes only, it's the one and only Justin Bravo. He's my #1 homie, subscribe.
Alright fam, I'm back with a fresh board review. I've got the Backfire Mini. I've had a lot of people ask me about mini boards, which is the best in the market, which one to get, and I've got a bunch of minis coming up. Here's the Backfire Mini. I'm really excited about this board. It just dropped right now. It's on Indiegogo. But let me tell you, this thing is super cool. It is lightweight, has the range you're looking for in a mini board, and has the top speed. It will go up to 26 miles per hour, which on a short board is incredibly fast. It has 11-mile range on it, which I really dig because let me tell you, what does it matter if it's super portable if it only goes 4 or 5 miles? I've had a lot of boards come in that have really garbage range on them, and when they have garbage range, like I said, it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe if you're just trying to get from your airport gate to the parking lot, maybe it works for you. But to have range, have speed, and portability, to me, that is huge. This guy weighs in like a little around 12 pounds. And I've gotten some mini boards in that call themselves minis, but they weigh close to 18, 19 pounds. I mean, they're super, super heavy, and you can feel it. Like, I'll pick it up, and I'll be like, wow, that is a damn heavy board. I don't know that we consider that a mini. Only thing that makes it small is the actual deck size. Now, what happens with a lot of those companies is they'll go and they'll just take the batteries, they'll take the ESC, they take everything off their large lawn boards, and they just put it on a shorter deck, and they call it their mini board. And because of that, they're heavy, they're cumbersome, and they only really have the shorter deck on them. This guy looks like it was engineered with this awesome carbon fiber bottom on it to maximize battery space and keep the weight really small. This board is super dope because you've got a dual kicktail here. You got the kicktail in the front, you got it on the nose. This is gonna allow you to move around, and as you can see, like I said, it's really small. I'm really surprised by the weight. The weight itself is, to me, one of the biggest sellers because, like I said, you're gonna get all the specs you want out of a board, plus you're gonna get that portability. I've been riding several mini boards kind of as my go-to, but I think this one might be, if it performs on the street well, this might be my new go-to just because I really enjoy this setup. It does have a removable battery on it, so you can do it, you can access it from the top of the deck. Now, to make it airline compatible, because that's what everybody wants to know, can you take it on an airplane? In fact, I just got back from New York. If you watch me on Instagram, at Justin Bravo, you can see my whole New York trip. But I was up there and I didn't take this with me, and I really wanted to. But the included battery they gave me is 175 watts, and it's 99 watts is what the regulation is. And some airlines will let you take about a 160, so it's just a little outside that, and I wasn't able to do that. But I did pop it open because I wasn't sure what battery was in it. I opened it up to check the battery size, and this is actually a pretty easy thing to do. You go, you hit these 8 screws, you pop open this little compartment on top of the Backfire, and the battery just slides in and out. So that's really kind of an easy process. It's not super quick because there's no quick click in and out, but I think that the ones I've had in the past that have a quick click doesn't seem like it's the ideal way to swap batteries because you hit a bump, you hit something, they can kind of rock them loose. So this keeps it nice and secure, and because it's accessed from the top, you don't have to worry about water splashing up into the compartment, and so it can handle puddles and all the things. Really happy the way it looks. I think it really is a dope setup. Let me show you the remote control so we can kind of go thoroughly of what we're looking at with this Backfire Mini. But so far, skateboard wise, just looks of it, it looks very impressive. Here's the remote control. It's everything you would expect out of a latest and greatest type of remote control. You do have the OLED display on it, so you can see your speedometer, your odometer, you can see gears. Now this has several gears on it. It has an eco mode and it has a pro mode, and then it also has a turbo mode, and the turbo will boost and enhance the acceleration by 20%. It doesn't take it any faster than 26 miles per hour, but you supposedly can get a little bit more aggressive by putting it into turbo mode. So that is all on the remote control itself. The remote can switch gears. It can also make it go forward and backward, and you have a really nice throttle action. So there you are, the Backfire Mini, 26 miles per hour, 11-mile range, carbon fiber deck, 12-pound weight. It charges in an hour and a half. It's got a fast charger on it, so if you need to do more 11 miles, you can hit it in that. It's got all the specs, it's got all the things. It looks amazing, but let's see how it rides. I'm gonna take it right now for a little ride. Join me. Okay, helmet's on, remote's fired up, board's fired up. You can see also on the remote control, it does have the battery indicator for the board and the remote, so that's always a nice feature. Let's see what this guy can do. All right. I will say it's got a wide deck on it, which is really nice. That's really making it easy to move around on it. It's also super concave. I'm really digging it so far. I thought I would do a little bit more. I know I do a lot of movie montage type stuff, but I thought I would just give it kind of a raw ride on this because I've had a lot of people ask me. They want to hear what the board sounds like. Now this has a dual hub motor, and because it's a dual hub motor, it will be a lot less quiet than your traditional like belt-driven units, a la like the boosted board, like the Mini S or the Mini X. Both of those guys are fairly loud. Any belt-driven unit is going to be loud. It's definitely compared to hub motor, but this thing is really riding nicely. You can see, I mean, I'm not getting after it too hard, but I'm able to move around really nice, like I would on a longboard. I do like the rigidness of this deck because it's so rigid. Almost slammed something in the road. Because it's so rigid, it really allows you to control it well. And this is really, this is very nice. I really dig it. But let's do some speed tests. Let's see how fast we can get going with it. Woo! All right. So, usually on these short boards, I don't feel as secure. I really feel like I could fall off. I mean, it's kind of the nature of the beast. I think a longer board I usually feel more secure on. I don't feel that way at all with this guy. This guy really feels nice. I think it's because it has a little bit wider deck. I think that wider deck definitely helps feel like you're in control. And plus having kind of that double kick, I mean, that really seems really nice to be able to kind of move around. Had no problem right now. We're going probably 22 miles per hour. But I'm gonna hit a hill right now. I wanna see what this hill feels like. Woo! All right, we're going up a hill. It's not dramatic, but it's a good size. No problem. It's no problem. I do like the braking on this thing. It's very nice. Wow. Woo! This thing gets it on, son. All right. This is, I love it. I do love it. All right, I'm gonna take it down this hill. I wanna see what this braking's like, because to me, that's one of the most important things is, does it brake really solid? Feels really good. All right, but let's do a little practice brake. I'm just gonna brake in the middle of this road. Right now. Not bad. That's not bad at all. Nothing like when you're relying on an e-skate's brake and it can't do it. It doesn't have the power. A lot of the mini boards are powered by one wheel, and when you only have one wheel powering it, honestly, a lot of times the brakes aren't there. They just don't have the power to stop you, especially when you're going downhill like this. So I wanted to test that down. I want to really see, can it brake downhill and brake at a good, and it did. It really did. It pulled nicely. Going right now, let's check the speed, flat surfaces. Woo! I like it. I like it a lot. Now I'm gonna go over to this really hilly part of my neighborhood. It's got one epic hill, and if this can make it up that epic hill, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Okay, so we're almost to this hill. It's a pretty decent hill. It's usually my test hill. I see what's going on. This thing really gets it on. I know it's hard to tell from this angle. I don't have a cameraman with me today, guys, to help me kind of show this thing off, but let me tell you, this thing's really getting on. Okay, here's the hill. Let's see what's happening. All right, we're going. This is not in turbo mode either. I just have it in sport mode. I have it in the high speed with no turbo. Yeah, it's no problem. It is no problem at all. Wow, now that was a dope ride. Let me tell you, I really enjoyed the really smooth ESC on it. Everything about it, I mean, I could control it. It felt as good as my favorite longboards. But let's try turbo mode, which is like a little yield sign with a exclamation point, which is scary, but maybe it's practical because the turbo mode is so insane. So let's try turbo mode, 20% boost on acceleration. All right, let's try this thing out. Turbo mode, test 1. Okay, yes. Definitely fast. Woo! Okay. What about braking? Oh yeah, it makes the braking a little bit more aggressive as well. Now this does have regenerative braking as well, so we're gonna get the best of all the things, especially with that 11-mile range and regenerative braking. We should be able to do everything we need to do. Okay, I normally wait to finish the reviews when I get back, but I'm just gonna do it now. I'm just gonna finish this thing up. This thing is awesome, absolutely amazing get. I highly recommend the Backfire Mini. It is the board you should have in your arsenal. I have a lot of people ask me, you know, what should I get? Should I get an off-road? Should I get a longboard? Should a shortboard? Like, you know, it's like picking a car. They're all different, have their different purposes. They're all different utilitarian things. But if you're looking for a shortboard, you're looking for portability, stowing it away, all the things. You got speed, you got range, you got all this stuff with this Backfire Mini. And let me tell you, it couldn't be at a better price too. I think it comes in around 500 bucks. I don't know if that's some special deal right now or if that's something that's going to continue in the future, but at $500, like, how can you beat that? You got the portability, you got the speed, you got the range, and let me tell you, I think you'll have a damn good time on it. Go gang. I'll put a link in the description so y'all can check it out. And if there's any of y'all that pick it up, I always love to hear the feedback, man. And if you're in San Antonio, come out, ride with me. Let's be the Backfire gang. Let's ride stuff around and we'll cruise around our shortboards. Until next time, guys, be great.